Welcome to Silliman University, a campus by the sea. Welcome to our online training course on ensuring student engagement in a technology-enhanced, limited face-to-face instruction. It is a 16-week course and a total of 54 hours with approximately 3.5 hours per week of engagement. The training is free and open to all teachers, librarians, and student teachers from private, basic, or higher education. The training course is an upskilling activity on developing modalities, approaches, and strategies in the classroom to engage students during the limited face-to-face instruction. The upskilling will highlight skills and competencies in implementing limited face-to-face instruction, emphasizing technology and pedagogy. It will be delivered in mixed modalities, hybrid and high-flex modalities.
At the end of the upskilling session, participants should be able to assess the different teaching modalities, approaches, and strategies for technology-enhanced flexible learning and limited face-to-face instruction. 2. Use OER and other tools for the production and sharing of teaching resources. 3. Develop policies and guidelines that are ethical, social, and legally accepted norms. And lastly, recalibrate a syllabus or learning plan that is appropriate for post-pandemic instruction. The training will be delivered in high-flex mode with synchronous learning. First, the in-person session for selected topics will be at the Dr. Lau ICI Laboratory, Silliman University, Dumaguete City. However, this is only for selected participants, especially for those coming from the province. Second, the synchronous online session will be delivered via Zoom. The synchronous session will be done every last Monday of the month at 5 to 6 in the afternoon. The synchronous session is assigned for deepening, consultation, and Q&A with speakers and facilitators. Third, the asynchronous session will be done via our LMS, the official learning management system of the course. The asynchronous session is assigned for listening and viewing of pre-recorded lectures, reading required lecture notes, participating in the weekly discussion, performing weekly knowledge checks, performing performance tasks, and reading announcements. Redesign this training in a flipped learning, microlearning, and gamification strategy, following a class pacing with some self-paced activities.
There will be 10 weekly knowledge checks, which are a set of objective questions with a maximum of 20 questions each. The online quiz will typically be available for a week. Likewise, there will be 4 performance tasks, which are assured activities related to the module. Moreover, the final knowledge test is a comprehensive test covering the topics from the first day to the last day of discussion. There are 40 objective type items.
A certificate of attendance per module will be issued for those who comply with the requirements of each module. A digital badge will be given for every completed module. A certificate of participation with 15 CPD points will be given to those who first got below 80% score but higher than 0, second, submitted all the performance tasks, and third, attended at least 50% of the online synchronous or Zoom session. Last but not the least, a certificate of completion with 15 CPD points will be issued if the following requirements are met. First, those achieving 80% or more of the total points possible for all 4 modules. Second, submitted all the performance tasks. And third, attended at least 50% of the online synchronous or Zoom sessions.
I will be the lead facilitator. Together with me are experts and trained teachers at the Office of Cineman Online University Learning. Together also are the faculty from the College of Computer Studies and our Technology Business Incubation Office from Cineman University.
This training is funded by the Private Education Assistance Committee or PEA of Aspire Project Grant through the Association of Christian Schools, Colleges, and Universities.
Heavenly Father, we come to you in this hour, asking for your guidance and protection to our virtual gathering today. We thank you for the gift of life, the gift of family, the gift of work, and the gift of friendship. We thank you for this great opportunity to bring us together in this session as brothers and sisters. Bless the committee, the facilitator, and the attendees of this gathering. May we continue to value and appreciate the true essence and meaning of life with the help of your grace. And as we go along to our discussion today, we humbly pray that you would deepen our understanding. Lord, enlighten us and give us wisdom every day. Forgive us for our shortcomings and remind us to always be mindful of the things we do in life. We offer our life and our decisions to you, O Lord. May this gathering today create a memorable experience and a fruitful outcome. We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, our Redeemer and our Savior. Amen.
Good afternoon, everyone. Maayong hapon sa tanan. By the way, I am John Synth L. Palama, a faculty of Silliman Online University Learning, and I will be your moderator this afternoon. Allow me to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to this Module 2 Knowledge Deepening on technologies to ensure student engagement during limited face to face. I know that some of you are having a hectic schedule today due to work or perhaps some projects, but I'm very glad to see you this afternoon. As a student or the teacher taking this program, I believe that everyone are very excited to learn from our experiences as we go through this module. We actually have three lessons in this module. We have open educational resources, assessment tools, and feedbacking tools. I hope everyone enjoyed in the teaching and learning process. One proof is your takeaways in the open forum in this module. We're so glad to read some of those. And to formally start our deepening this afternoon, here's Dr. Dave E. Marshall, our very own project leader of this program, and of course, a director for Silliman Online University Learning for the short discussion. Sir Dave?
Thank you, Sir John, and welcome back. Welcome back because this is our second knowledge deepening on ensuring student engagement in a technology enhanced limited face to face instruction. Specifically, we will deepen our understanding about digital tools, about tools particularly on OER, assessment tools, and feedbacking tools. Before I will do my deepening, let me play to you this video.
Hello, our soulmates. I am happy that we are now on our second module. Welcome to another month of discovering and learning. This week, let us learn about technologies to ensure student engagement during limited face-to-face. At the end of this module, participants should be able to use open educational resources and other digital tools and platforms, including resources for resource sharing, assessment, and feedbacking during blended, hybrid, and high-flex learning in the context of limited face-to-face. Week 1, we will share with you an online portal we developed. It is free, open online educational resources where you can upload any instructional and research materials format. It will be delivered by Assistant Professor Alfie Arcelo and Dr. Mayra Villanueva. They will explain on how to use the open educational resources. Soul Training Specialist Sir Fredley Buku and Teacher John St. Palama will be our speakers in the second week. He will guide us using scalable tools for our formative and summative assessment. Then, another topic we'll be discussing about feedbacking tools, which is on the third week. Our team learned a lot from your forum posts. We note all the questions and assure you that we will respond them by incorporating these questions into our discussions. Likewise, please continue interacting with our activities, knowledge checks, and performance tasks. Please be reminded of the schedules that we posted. Once again, we are all excited to learn with you and interact with you in our future meetings, whether in person, offline, or online session.
Okay, let me share my slide for our deepening session. Just hold on for a while. And here. Cancel and share. There you go. Good afternoon, Sir Glenn. Good afternoon, Lyra. So welcome to Knowledge Deepening 2. Today is October 24 and our topic is all about technologies to ensure student engagement. As we all know, flexible learning comprises of four divisions when it comes to flexibility, technology enhanced learning, pedagogical approach, employment, and the institutional systems and structures. Module 2 emphasizes on student engagement, particularly on how to ensure and how to guide our students into the so-called personalized learning. This can be found in one of the slides of the flexible learning framework. As we all know also, flexible learning is a learning design perspective deeply rooted in the needs of students within the main objective of being to provide them the most flexible learning, the most flexible schedules, the more flexible access and learning content. Module 2 emphasizes access when it comes to flexibility. A flexible learning design customizes learning environment to meet the needs of the learners. Last week, or I mean last knowledge deepening or during module 1, we presented to you 8 engagement variable that may enhance student engagement. Module 2 emphasizes 3 of these engagement variables on content, on engagement, in relation to assessment, and at the same time, the feedbacking. Lesson 1 talks about OER. In CMO 04 2020 by the Commission on Higher Education, particularly on the guideline on the implementation of flexible learning, OER is emphasized. It is considered as one of the variable when we implement flexible learning. In fact, it is a requirement in developing a, a business in learning continuity plan and even integration plan in the implementation of flexible learning. The Commission on Higher Education promotes their own open educational resources and it calls PHL CHED Connect. Silliman University introduced to you our open educational resources that we customize, not just simply for content or learning resources, but it comprises into three: the software, the MOOCs or the online learning courses, and at the same time, the teaching and learning resources. OER, in order to increase student engagement, is embedded when it comes to engagement. It can retain, we can keep the work forever. Students can reuse the work at their own purpose. Students also can adapt, can modify or translate the work, and students can combine the content with another resource to make a new content or work, and students can also share this work with others. OER OER suggests also that it highly contains a variable in ensuring student engagement. We can develop and implement several activities from day 1 up to day X in our classes. It highlights availability, it highlights openness, and it highlights replacement, creation, publish, revision, development, and use. On the same manner, in the flexible learning guidelines of the Commission on Higher Education, assessment and feedbacking are also highlighted as one of the components when we implement flexible learning. It can be shown on the implementation guidelines number 5, number 6, number 7, and so on and so forth. But when it comes to technology based assessment, struggles have been shared by many of the educators online, especially in the past 2 years, when it comes to developing technology based or the digital assessment. In one of our activity, we ask you your level of agreement in the following statements in relation to challenges, from cheating to interactions to online students or online interactions, the structure, the performance assessment, the interactiveness of the material, and the time management when it comes to technology based assessment. We also ask you about your agreement when it comes to the engagement, when it comes to the specific and the easy the convenience of using these tools, technical problems, your apprehensions, and your attitude towards digital based assessment. The result shows a positive attitude toward technology based assessment. Of course, there is always a room for improvement. Some of the feature that I could also share with you when it comes to the preparation of digital assessment, we have to think of these variables or of these features if we need to develop a digital assessment, which encapsulate OER, assessment tools, and the feedbacking tools. Let us highlight if these tools has a feature on question bank. Is it on cloud? Is it secure? Does it provide item analysis feature? Can the digital assessment platform can provide report, can provide learning outcome report, data, blueprint exams, grading systems, and rubric. And there are many other features when it comes to digital assessment. With that, we will proceed to our breakout session, and I want you to think in any of these questions. Number one, what are some challenges in implementing accessible open educational resources, digital assessment, and feedback? But we are interested actually on how to overcome them because it is granted and we know already that there's a lot of challenges when it comes to these digital tools. Second, what measures are in place, perhaps in your institutions or in your school, to ensure secure, reliable OER content, assessment, and feedback delivery. Third, with the OER, assessment, and feedbacking tools and methods that you have learned and acquired for the past 3 weeks, do you envision using them moving forward? Or do you plan to return to the old normal where a paper based assessment or any form of the old normal that we delivered our content, our assessment, and feedback? Good afternoon, everyone. And in a few seconds, you will be brought and you will have an option of your breakout session.
Okay, so welcome back to the main room, and sorry to disrupt your discussion because of the limited time we had. So anyway, I hope you're able to enjoy your sharing and the insights that you have shared in the breakout room and some strategies also that was being shared. So this time we will be having a synthesis on your discussion. May we have one representative in each group to summarize or perhaps give a synthesis to your overall discussion in the breakout room while answering the three questions we had. Okay, so you are given how many minutes, sir, to share something? Yeah, only 2 minutes to give a synthesis on the question posted.
Okay, so let me call Sir Ian Lana from Breakout Room 1. Sir Ian?
Yes, thank you for this opportunity to share. And there are many ideas that really came out in the discussion. It was really wonderful that this feedbacking feedbacking techniques can be used not only online but even to some of us who are already in the in the face-to-face or even in the blended session. And some of the ideas are that we got. There is no going back to the old normal, sir. Feedbacking will be here and in the days to come. No way of going back, sir. And second is that we can do even a simple feedbacking like the use of emojicon, the use of the thumbs up, thumbs down, the happy face, neutral face, sad face, simple activities that we can integrate in the classroom. It cannot be so long, but it can be a simple activity as like that. And this will benefit not only, of course, the teachers, but it can be a routine in the classroom daily. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks so much, Sir Ian, for that sharing and the short synthesis on the breakout one. Now let's hear our representative from breakout room number 2, Mom Stephanie. Unmute
Hello,
yourself, Mom.
hello everyone. So it is a great opportunity to hear also the sentiments, the perspectives of our dear colleagues here. From what I've heard during our breakout sessions, some of the challenges were already known, like for example, internet connection, the availability of the digital devices, and then the awareness of the OER itself. But some of us have already been using it, which is good. And while the others are getting familiar with the resource, the open resource. To ensure the effectivity, some of our dear colleagues were able to share that they 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 make sure that there is proper testing and evaluation of the methods, and they check the resources to ensure that the resources being provided or are valid and reliable, and it can be used effectively in our classrooms. Now I would also agree with I think we have the same conclusion from the first group of breakout session from group 1, because we also agreed in our breakout session that there is no turning back. Now that we have already been introduced with this kind of OER, I guess it will be um uh mostly beneficial, huh? So it will what do you call this, the benefit will be greater than the challenge, I guess. So I guess everyone would agree that even if many of us or most of the institutions have already returned into face-to-face sessions, the digitalization of the devices, including our resources, is still relevant and useful. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, that's a really great summary on our breakout room, staff. So we also hear some of the coping mechanisms that you're able to apply of these challenges you have mentioned. Now let's hear any representative from breakout room number 3. How about breakout room number 4?
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. So I would like to thank the opportunity, and I would like to thank our facilitator, Ganya, for sa breakout room number 4 for this opportunity. And I will try my best to recap what we have. The output or the summary of our discussion a while ago. So most of the uh, shared challenges still is the internet connectivity. Like what I had experienced a while ago, I find it hard to join the session because we have a bad weather here in our place, here in Tacloban. So I find it hard to join earlier. So that's one of the challenges still of most of our schools and faculty for during their classes. But still, they make use of some of the digital tools and applications that they have learned from this training for them to be able to give a better assessment and feedbacking to their students. So their assessments that they have using, or for example, one of them has shared about on giving essay. And though there are also, though some of the organization that does not have a tool for checking plagiarism, but the teacher are parang they uh, on their pocket ba sir, on their pocket they shed something just to they shed to acquire the application for plagiarism checker, just to ensure that the really the assignment was not being copied by other author. And same also with on the feedbacking naman, there are other who share that some of them are during online session or on one-on-one activity. But to sum it all, sir, most of us are moving forward to, uh, I mean, as what the group one and group two have said, no turning back. So we are moving forward for this digitalization and using all the learnings that we have learned from this training. That's all, sir, and thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Ma'am Melody. That is why you are here enrolling the program or this course for you to be more familiarized and digitally engaged, right? So we're very glad that you're here enrolling our program. Now, let's hear our representative from breakout room number 3. And if she's not around, may I call on the moderator to give a synthesis or summary on the discussion, because our moderator from breakout room number 3.
Okay, with the share of group 1, group 2, group 4, I think we have the same they have the same information. They have the same assessment, feedbacking, especially on hybrid. And then yes, they also share about the problem of our connection, which is our common problem in the Philippines. So yeah, I think that will wrap up all our discussion in our group. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Cindy. And yeah, we're so very glad and happy that you're able to share your takeaways on the 3 questions we had posted a while ago. And I hope you're able to cope up with the sharing of others. Now, this time, let's move on to the announcement. For the announcement, may I call on Sir Fredly Bukog for some updates. Sir Fred?
Good afternoon, everyone. So here we will start with announcing the top notchers for the knowledge check. So here we will announce the 4, okay, for the lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and then module 2 combined. These are our knowledge check performers. So let's start with the lesson 1. So top notcher for knowledge check performer for lesson 1. If you are here, so kindly turn on your camera if your connectivity allows you. So for our lesson 1, our knowledge check performer is Mr. Jeffrey T. Aguilar from Silliman University. Congratulations, sir. Okay, so now, okay, here. Congrats, sir. So for our top knowledge check performer for lesson 2, again, it's still Mr. Jeffrey T. Aguilar from Silliman University. Okay. Congrats, Sir Jeff. And then for our top knowledge check performer for lesson 3 is Miss Angeline Umbay from Southern Philippines Methodist Colleges Incorporated. Are you here, Ma'am Umbay? Okay, you can show
Thank
you.
you po,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, congrats, ma'am. Okay, so now let's go to the module two, the top notcher. Okay, this is combined. So basically, those from lesson one, lesson two, lesson three, the deliberation will be based from the highest possible score attained in that particular knowledge check, and then the fastest time to get that particular score. And here in the top notcher for module two, the deliberation for this one is the top notcher uh for all the lessons or the knowledge check, and then who got the highest possible score. Okay, and then the knowledge check performer or top notcher for module 2 is Miss Joanna May Ragmak from Pilgrim Christian College. Congratulations, Ma'am Jo. Are you here, Ma'am Jo? Okay, congratulations. Okay, congratulations. So, okay, congrats, ma'am. So for now, I will go to the announcement for reminders. Okay. So here, announcement. At the end of this knowledge deepening, you will take your attendance. So basically, that is been located in your Zoom attendance, or that is the knowledge check attendance. So just kindly answer that attendance in your module two, uh, module two, module two virtual classroom. And then don't forget to have your performance tasks for module two, and then you will answer your module evaluation. And then for your what's next for you, so you have two options, or you can enroll this two virtual classroom. So your first option will be, this is pertaining to your next module, that is module 3. Option 1 will be portable learning management system, and then option 2 will be ICT and ethical considerations. So you have two options to enroll in that particular module 3. So again, for those participants or your colleagues who wish to continue answering the module one and catch up the module two, you can still submit your expected performance tasks. And don't forget to email us edtech@su.edu.ph for more inquiries. So do you have questions or clarifications at this point? So again, you can free to email edtech@su.edu.ph. So again, your next stop will be module 3, and then you will select or choose one particular virtual classroom to enroll, or you can you can enroll yourself in those two virtual classroom for module 3. So thank you, everyone. So I will now turn the virtual floor to our moderator, Sir Jan.
Okay, thanks for the updates, Sir Fred. I hope you learned a lot in the module two. So we'll see you in module three. So this time, let's take this time for our photo opportunity. Okay, so may I ask everyone to open your respective webcams and have your best smile. Again, may I request everyone to open your webcams and have your best smile. In three, two, one. Next frame. One, two, three. There you go. Okay, thank you so much for your time. That is all for today. Once again, thank you for joining our knowledge deepening session this afternoon. Take care and God bless everyone.